Ooh, first coat. Got a couple little puddles. Hard getting this bamboo to dry. Like getting grass wet. Got a little heavy spot there. It's alright. Kind of weird coating up to that. There was people before us. Yeah, they went down and up. Didn't edge it right. That's why you want to edge, like I was showing you guys, in and then back out. In and back out. That back out cleans your sandpaper up. Because when you go straight in, it's cutting like this. Well, cutting like this. And then when you get to the wall, and if you clock your buffer, because you should be sanding it about a 1 o'clock, 1 or 2 o'clock, set your edger up. And then once you get in there, and if you feel, like if you're doing a refinish, most everybody, the edger, there's a dip at the end of the wall for about 4 inches or so. And that's because they're sanding it like this. You want to come out and in, go out past your big machine line and then to the wall. And then as you get to the wall, you'll feel that paper cut through that little high spot or the highest spot right before the dip. And so you'll be going like this, and all of a sudden you'll feel that resistance, and then it'll slow the edger up a little bit, and then it'll take it out, and then you just move on in. So it's like, and then clock your buffer like this, and that sandpaper, if you clock it, the sandpaper will clean up all your sandpaper lines that are going across the grain. Because now you've clocked it, 1 o'clock, over by my pinky. Sandpaper is now where it's contacting, is running with the wood, and you pull it out, and that'll make all your scratches linear on the way out. Now, it's not perfect, but it sure saves you a lot of work, especially on stain jobs. And yeah, it just makes your edging a lot better. Yeah, looks makes it look good. So anyways, yeah, it just makes your job that much easier as you move along. So yeah, and then when you buff or when you come back with your planetary machine, when you get to the wall, it's actually sanding to the wall. It's not sanding and leaving that last 2 or 3 inches untouched, so yeah. So if you watch the previous video, you'll see how I was edging, and that's the right way to edge. That's how you want to do it. Yeah, and if you don't learn initially like that, it's hard to reteach yourself. So it's hard. You'll always just go back, So I was lucky that I was taught how to edge properly. And when it comes down to a critical job, I'll run the big machine and I'll edge. That means having to work twice as fast just so I can get on that edger. So a crappy edging job is a crappy edging job. There's no other way to put that. So, yeah. And what's nice is that when you learn to edge like that, when it goes to palm sanding the edges for a stain and stuff like that, it goes really quick. So, it's glad I learned well. Also, and I worked with my father. I never worked with him. He put me with the old journeyman guys to learn, and I'm grateful for that. I didn't like it at the time. You know how that is, working with an old fart. Now I'm an old fart. But, yeah, so, yeah, they were rough. They did things a certain way, and there was a reason. And what's funny is they don't give you that reason. They just tell you to do it this way, and just do it that way because. And it's just down the road when you get older, that because makes sense. Makes total sense, gosh, I can remember when I moved away from where I grew up. Gosh, I'd call my dad back every like 6 months, apologizing. I'm sorry, because what he said was true. So, anyways, I'm getting off on a little other tangent thread there, but yeah, there's a reason. There's always a reason you do something. It might not be, what's the word I'm looking for? It might not make sense right away, but it's all about the outcome. So there's an easier way to get there, and there's a harder way. But I choose to try and do it the easy way. So learn how to use that edger properly. That way, that makes a difference. And for those of you that have learned the other way, I recommend trying to, learn the right way. Anyways, when you work by yourself, you want things to be as easy and smooth as possible. So every step of the way is calculated and thought out. Nothing more, nothing less, So sometimes initially, the hard work is up front, and that's just something you've got to learn. And get through it. So, it's always when you get through the initial hardness of whatever you're doing, and then you get on the backside, and it's because you worked your butt off in the beginning, it gets easier. So, anyways, that's enough out of me for today. Again, we got the first coat down. You can see how we leveled the floor, and you can see it's a little bit light on the edge there next to this cement or tile. And it's because he had a dip there, and we took that all out. It's bamboo, it's not very thick, so I couldn't sand it as hard as I'd like to. I just got to know that the age will blend that. Rather than causing a problem. I do know where I was doing some Dutchmans in the kitchen, I probably had maybe a solid 1/8 inch or a little bit more. Where's the wood? I had a piece of wood here. Anyways, so this floor is now sanded 3 times. 3 times. Let me see, can I step on that? Nah, it's still a little tacky. I probably could. Yep, there we go. Let's get over here. Here we go. Hope you don't ever see that. So, yeah, I'm just going to show you here. So, I did a repair in the back bedrooms. Those have been sanded. I was the second time back there. So there was probably, I'm going to say back there we had that much left. Yeah, bamboo's funny. So, and then in the kitchen, I'm pretty sure we were pretty thin in there. Got to remember, you don't want it to get too thin too. Water base on top of this. The thinner this gets on top here, when that water base hits that, man, it'll just curl that right up on the edge there, and you just gotta, yeah. So I didn't know how hard that floor had been sanded in the main areas. So anyways, I do know that there was a pretty wide crack there across the kitchen there. I was able to get my knife down there, and I know that there was at least half. Come on, focus. At least half, there we go. Probably that much before we started sanding. So, yeah. Anyways, we'll see. Once that traffic hits this bamboo too as well, tends to want to do a little more I don't know why it is. Once the traffic hits a floor that's pretty thin, it'll definitely curl those sides up too. If it gets too thin, the sealer will sometimes will get you. The sealer will be fine, but once you put that traffic on there, and if this is too thin, it'll pucker it. So I don't know why that is. I don't know why that is, especially on an old floor that's got some gaps and cracks. Not too bad when it's tight. This floor is pretty tight, but yeah, I don't know why that is with the traffic. So anyways, that's it. That's a quick little video for today. We're gonna hang out here. We got a couple little burn marks from applicators. I got one way up there, right there. See that? See that right over there. Hoping that'll continue to dry. Some mark, turn mark. You know. I've also got one. Let's see, one right there. See that one? That's a burn mark as well. So we'll see how that works out. Where the finish puddled a little bit. And I got that. That one, I don't know how that one's going to turn out. Might end up scraping a couple down. I'm not sure. Some funny little things in front of, I don't know what is in front of the, like a little, I don't know what they are. Oh, it's just the bamboo. It's the knuckle, I call it. It's the knuckle. It's harder. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Can you see it? Can you see it? Whoop. There she is. There she is. Popped it. It's popped. Ooh, it's rough. Yeah. That's probably 50 grit. 50 grit. So, yeah, it's the only one I've seen so far. So, yeah, we'll see. Keep drying. Come on, floor. Keep drying. Keep drying. But yeah, everywhere where the knuckle is, it's a shiner. There's a shine everywhere. I call it a knuckle. Shine. Shine. Looks like there's, like when you use a new applicator, all the little hairs, when the floor's drying, and they're all there. They're all like little shiny spots because the finish is thicker around that. That's what it looks like over there. See it? Oh, there's a good picture of it. Look at that. First thing I thought about was, oh no, contamination. But yeah, it's not fish iron. All right. I'm gonna zoom out. There we go. There we go. Call it a day. Well, we're gonna let this dry and then we're gonna coat. I got a couple heavy spots. I could have been on there already if it wasn't for that, but do the best you can. All right. Maybe I'll post another one tomorrow. We're just coating, so it's foggy out today. No sun. No sun. No sun. I got my heel problem. We think it's bursitis. So I got bursitis on my left foot, on my heel. It's hard to walk. Hard to walk. So hurts. I just woke up one morning. Well, I actually felt it late in the afternoon over the weekend. And it's like starts here and it kind of wraps around a little bit like that. I don't know what it is. I thought it might have been planters, whatever you call that, but I think it's bursitis, which is an old man thing. I'll be 55 this year, so I'm not surprised. You wake up and you have something wrong with you. That's one key sign that you are aging when you wake up and something's wrong with you, and all you did was wake up. So anyways, beautiful. It's foggy out today, and I'd like the sun to come out right now. Be nice to dry that finish really quick. Anyways, thanks for tuning in, guys. Looks like more people are starting to watch my content. Kind of cool. Yeah, kind of cool. So anyways, if this has helped anybody today, there you go. Go floor guy. Go all you hardwood floor guys out there. Go get them. Do the best you can with the knowledge and tools that you got. And I guarantee it, you'll get somewhere. So, might take a while, but hard work definitely will get you still some places today. So anyways, don't give up. Keep it going. And let's all make each other look good out there. Got it, guys? Let's make each other look good. Over now.